Hey everybody, it's Philip from Actiprops, just showcasing the latest ZPM 2.0. This one is, I'm pretty proud of this. It's a little smaller than the 1.0, and that's one of the questions I get asked the most. What's the difference between 1.0 and 2.0? Well, 2.0, eventually the electronics are going to be drastically different. I'm going to have a sound option and all that kind of stuff, but right now the working version is still basic electronics, you know, the recharge version. There's a recharge option with a 9-volt power supply. And that hasn't changed much, but that will change. The only thing that's really going to change is there's going to be a small lighting effect. It's going to look like it's pulsating just a tiny little bit, but it's not going to be pulsating. It's going to be very accurate to the screen used one. It's going to have the ZPM hum and stuff like that, but this version does not have the sound option. That's coming soon. 1.0 is a little bit bigger because of the recent Stargate prop auctions. Some details were released about the actual prop. It's about 11 3/4 inch long. I think that's what the screen used one was. It's either 11 3/4 or 11 1/4 inch. Anywho, the ZPM is to the appropriate size, and it's very nice, as you can see. The finish is very nice. The color yellow is cast into it, once again, same as 1.0. The black lines on the master were sculpted on using epoxy sculpt, and then cast with the original and painted on black afterwards. But I've got the details down to a fine point with this thing, and I'm pretty proud of myself. The star design, I guess you'd call it, here on the end is cast separately, just like the hero, and I cast that out separately and then paint it black and then inlay it. I don't know if you can tell from the video, but the red dot in the center is depressed like the hero with the same diameter. Let's see if I can get an angle on that for you all. So, okay, you can see how it's raised a little bit there and how the red bump is depressed a little bit. It's got a ring and it's down in there. Let's see. Get you a good view of that. The screen used one has the power switch, and it's in the exact same spot as the replica here. Right there, there's the switch, and right over here is the tiny little power plug. The whole thing runs off a 9-volt current, like I mentioned earlier. Go ahead and rotate it. Yeah, spin it around there. Kind of want to see the other side of the ZPM, sweetie. Thank ya. See, the lines look very good. And if you've been following the progress on this on the Sci-Fi Hero forums, then you are very familiar with the construction videos. And if you are a fan of mine on Facebook, you've seen the same photos as well. ZPM 1.0 took approximately a year and a half to 2 years to construct. 2.0 went together in less than 2 weeks. Pretty proud of this. The master did. The castings took a little longer, but this has been in the works, drawings and schematics and research, for approximately, I guess, 2 or 3 months. Down there. So even got some of the black lines on top. Alright, I'm going to switch it on and rotate it back around. The power switch. I know this is a profile that I like. This profile right here. Some of you that are familiar with the pictures of the screen used ZPM will recognize this profile. It's the green crystal with the red piece down there. This will show you, it'll compare with the pictures of the screen used one on my Facebook page, how accurate this thing is. Compare the photos of the one where the guy's holding it. It's one of the first pictures on the album. Yeah, so there's that. We're going to go ahead and switch it on. Now it is somewhat dim because I've been playing with it a lot. But this thing, and this is daylight, we have these huge windows here letting all this sunlight in. So this room is pretty bright. So we'll give you an idea of the glowy down here. The dark spot in the center looks huge, not really so much. It's like an inch. The last dark spot on the 1.0 was about 1.5 inches. I'm going to rotate it this way. You can see how bright this thing is. Looks brighter in person. This camera video is not really doing it justice, trust me, people. And a lot of people are worried that when it's orange or amber, they think that it's not going to light up yellow or it's going to be too faint. Some of my pictures wash out the yellow casting. Video is the best way to see it unless you see it in person. So I've been making ZPMs for a while, so I've got this down to a pretty good science. And I'm looking pretty good. It doesn't take long to charge them up, but it doesn't take that long. Gorgeous, isn't it? 2.0, ladies and gentlemen. So another view of the end. I'm going to rotate it some this way. Keep on rotating it. This is going to be one of the last Stargate type props for a while. Got the ARG coming out after Christmas, and the ARG will be cast from a Hero ARG, the one that was on the show. Thanks to my buddies over at the Stargate prop board. Anders, you're doing an amazing job on that. It'll be available exclusively through Actiprops, as well as the ZPM 1.0. Look how bright and beautiful those are. And that's actually dim. This thing's died a little bit. This thing's much brighter when I first started playing around with this thing. Should have charged it up for the video so y'all can see how bright it is. And then we're in a very well-lit room. So, well-lit convention center, this thing is going to be beautiful. People are going to be oohing and ahhing and whew. Trust me. People are going to be your best friend if they're a Stargate fan. The ZPM should be available on Stitch's Loft too. He's on Facebook. Just search Stitch's Loft. It'll be available at Actiprops. That's www.facebook.com/Actiprops. ACTIPROPS. No dashes, all lowercase. I'm going to put a full write-up on the blog soon. Trying to get more into the blog scene. You'll be seeing some new cool props come out there. This is designed from the Screen Use ZPM, hand sculpted by me to the finest detail. I may know about detail. And this has been Philip Freeman with Actiprops. And a shout out to my beautiful fiance. Been modeling the ZPM for us. You'll be seeing her a lot more. Turning her slowly into a nerd. Oh, you're already a nerd. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this. This has been Actiprops. You all have a great day.